Hello dear friends, and welcome back to Timeless Decors. If you're someone who appreciates elegance, tradition, and a sense of personal history in every room, today's video is truly for you. We're exploring the timeless charm of Ralph Lauren-inspired interiors, where classic American heritage meets polished preppy style. From cozy guest rooms to stately libraries, and from charming powder rooms to rustic porches, this video is filled with 30 decor inspirations to bring Ralph Lauren's signature look into your own home. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and stay with me until the very end, because you won't want to miss a single detail. In a living room infused with comfort and character, the charm of layered plaid throws and houndstooth cushions instantly creates a welcoming atmosphere. Aged leather armchairs provide a strong yet timeless presence, grounding the space in heritage while inviting rest and relaxation. These classic Ralph Lauren patterns speak of American tradition, evoking both countryside retreats and Ivy League refinement. As the textures blend seamlessly across the seating area, the room exudes warmth and preppy elegance. With every detail, from the woolen tartan to the structured houndstooth, the design celebrates Ralph Lauren's mastery of layering and storytelling through fabric. It's a space where memories are made beside a crackling fire and timeless design lives on through texture and tradition. The serene pairing of navy and cream in a coastal-inspired bedroom reflects Ralph Lauren's gift for effortless elegance. Soft white linens are framed by a deep navy headboard, creating a crisp, clean contrast that feels both nautical and refined. Natural light dances off ivory walls, while subtle details like striped pillows and blue floral curtains nod to classic East Coast living. This coastal palette doesn't just soothe, it anchors the bedroom in American heritage. With its understated grace and polished charm, the space feels like a seaside escape grounded in tradition. Ralph Lauren's signature style shines through in the balance of comfort and composure, perfect for anyone seeking restful luxury in their home. In a home that tells stories, a vintage leather trunk placed at the center of the living room becomes more than furniture, it's a conversation piece. Worn buckles, embossed leather, and brass hinges echo the elegance of travel from a bygone era, channeling Ralph Lauren's love for adventure and nostalgia. Its placement amid tufted sofas and antique books makes the space feel curated and personal. As the trunk serves both utility and aesthetic, it reinforces the idea that timeless decor is rooted in objects with history. Whether styled with aged books or a crystal decanter set, the trunk's presence invites storytelling and sparks curiosity, all while grounding the room in classic American sophistication. Graceful and grounded, equestrian-themed decor reflects the rich traditions of countryside leisure and refined sport. Framed horse portraits, leather saddles, and riding boots displayed with pride capture Ralph Lauren's equestrian roots, adding layered meaning and texture to hallways or studies. The style conjures rolling fields, polo matches, and the quiet dignity of the American elite. These equestrian touches not only evoke nostalgia but elevate everyday interiors into storied environments. Paired with dark wood paneling and brass hardware, they turn any corner of the home into a tribute to heritage, discipline, and timeless grace, all signature elements of Ralph Lauren's iconic approach to decor. A home library adorned with mahogany bookshelves and brass accents becomes a sanctuary of intellect and warmth. Leather-bound books and antique desk lamps contribute to an atmosphere of quiet sophistication, where Ralph Lauren's penchant for old-world charm takes center stage. The deep hues of polished wood create an enveloping calm, making every moment spent here feel purposeful. As the golden glow of brass fixtures casts light on curated shelves, the space transcends mere function. It becomes a place to reflect, to create, and to feel at home with one's thoughts. Here, design is both beautiful and intentional, just as Ralph Lauren envisioned in his world of timeless, tailored interiors. A guest bedroom styled with crisp striped wallpaper and monogrammed linens delivers the tailored charm Ralph Lauren is known for. The classic navy and white palette adds structure to the walls, while embroidered initials on pillowcases lend a personal, prep school elegance. It's a space that instantly feels welcoming, refined, and distinctly American. By layering textures like brushed cotton, linen, and polished brass finishes, the room embodies understated luxury. This preppy aesthetic, rooted in tradition yet fresh in execution, turns even the smallest guest room into a retreat where timeless hospitality meets Ralph Lauren's signature design philosophy. In a dining room where tradition reigns, the presence of Windsor chairs around a polished wood table brings history to life. Overhead, a lantern-style chandelier casts a warm, golden glow, subtle, yet stately. The room's symmetrical layout and restrained palette nod to early American sensibilities, where form follows function with a touch of grace. Ralph Lauren's influence is evident in the deliberate mix of classic lines and comforting materials. This is not just a place to dine, but to gather across generations, where conversation flows over candlelight and every meal feels like an elegant ritual in the heart of a timeless home. With its vintage American flag, antique bench, and rustic wood textures, the entryway becomes a powerful first impression steeped in national pride. The use of faded reds, soft creams, and worn blues feels both nostalgic and grounded, Ralph Lauren's signature take on Americana at its best. The setting evokes a sense of homecoming and heritage all at once. Accents like framed maps, lantern lighting, and iron coat hooks round out the look with character and purpose. This isn't just an entrance, it's a portal into a space where memory, design, and tradition blend beautifully in true Ralph Lauren fashion. A symmetrical gallery wall filled with black and white family photographs offers an elegant way to weave personal history into home design. Set in matching black frames with white matting, each image becomes a timeless window into the past, creating emotional depth without clutter. Against a neutral backdrop, this classic Ralph Lauren technique celebrates legacy with quiet sophistication. What makes this gallery wall so powerful is its ability to marry sentiment with style. It invites pause and reflection, honoring the people who came before while enhancing the aesthetic of the room. Through this simple yet profound design choice, a home tells its own story, layered, lived in, and enduring. A masculine study or reading nook comes to life with the strong presence of leather wingback chairs and a rich tartan rug. These are the hallmarks of Ralph Lauren's masculine elegance, bold yet refined, familiar yet elevated. The deep browns of worn leather pair effortlessly with the vibrant reds and greens of Scottish plaid, evoking both heritage and comfort. Set against dark wood paneling and framed with soft lighting, this combination invites hours of quiet thought or engaging conversation. The materials whisper of timeless quality and character, making this corner of the home not just stylish, but soulful, a retreat within a retreat. In a kitchen bathed in natural light, white cabinetry sets the stage for blue porcelain dishware and floral patterned curtains to shine. The contrast of navy and ivory reflects Ralph Lauren's refined preppy roots, bringing a sense of clarity and calm to this heart of the home space. With clean lines and elegant detailing, it feels fresh without sacrificing tradition. Every element, from polished hardware to soft woven tea towels, contributes to an air of curated simplicity. This kitchen invites more than just cooking, it calls for lingering, for storytelling over coffee, for the warmth of shared moments. It's Ralph Lauren's East Coast charm translated into everyday grace. Framed polo posters and carefully placed trophies evoke Ralph Lauren's deep admiration for the equestrian lifestyle. When arranged thoughtfully on a shelf or study wall, these items bring a sporty sophistication to any interior. The imagery of riders mid-match, coupled with vintage leather gear, tells a story of tradition, athleticism, and timeless American elegance. This design choice adds both personality and prestige. It transforms a wall into a tribute to heritage, making the space feel like a gentleman's lounge or Ivy League library. With the right mix of decor and nostalgia, the room becomes not just stylish, but iconic, true to the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. A white painted mantel framed by antique brass candlesticks and aged books creates a quiet focal point with historic charm. Ralph Lauren's approach to mantel styling often draws from early American sensibilities, where simplicity and elegance walk hand in hand. A lantern or two, softly flickering in the background, adds a sense of warmth and continuity. This humble yet elegant arrangement gives life to even the most understated fireplaces. Each detail contributes to a layered look that feels lived in and loved, making it a perfect spot to celebrate seasonal changes, personal collections, or moments of reflection, all in a way that honors timeless design. Small but mighty, a powder room dressed in navy wallpaper, striped hand towels, and brass fixtures radiates character. Inspired by coastal traditions and preppy charm, the space combines utility with flair, exactly what you'd expect from Ralph Lauren's nautical influences. Every detail, from polished handles to crisp color pairings, speaks of tailored beauty. Though compact, this room doesn't shy away from making an impression. The layering of textures and hues transforms it into a stylish escape, offering guests a taste of heritage refinement. It proves that even the smallest corners of a home can carry the full weight of timeless design. A master bedroom styled with a deep blue upholstered headboard and delicate toile bedding strikes a balance between bold and graceful. The rich color grounds the room, while the pastoral toile prints bring a sense of softness and romance. This contrast is central to Ralph Lauren's vision, where strong foundations meet poetic detail. Elegant drapes and antique bedside lamps complete the scene, echoing the refined atmosphere of an old-world estate. It's a space where serenity is not just felt, but designed, layer by layer, texture by texture, blending classic beauty with the enduring comfort of heritage style. A cozy den layered with leather sofas, vintage textiles, and antler accents channels the atmosphere of a mountain lodge retreat. This masculine yet inviting space draws on Ralph Lauren's love for the American West, where rugged charm meets elevated taste. The textures, worn leather, aged wood, and cast-iron hardware, tell stories of time and tradition. As antlers crown the mantel or hang above a wood-paneled wall, the room embraces its rustic elegance fully. It's a perfect hideaway for evening relaxation, warmed by firelight and filled with the essence of lodge luxury. In this space, Ralph Lauren's frontier spirit and timeless design find perfect harmony. A bold black and white checkerboard tile anchors the entryway with classic elegance, immediately setting the tone for a refined home. Above it, a gallery of vintage family portraits in ornate frames adds both drama and nostalgia, showcasing Ralph Lauren's affinity for aristocratic Americana. The space feels both formal and familiar, rooted in heritage. As guests cross the threshold, they're welcomed into a world where every detail tells a story. The striking floor contrasts beautifully with soft wall tones and warm lighting, proving that even transitional spaces can be styled with thought and timeless taste. It's tradition made tangible. Neatly folded towels adorned with embroidered initials bring a sense of personalized luxury to the bath or linen closet. Displayed behind glass-paneled cabinetry and surrounded by wicker baskets or polished brass, these monogram details are signature Ralph Lauren, preppy, practical, and perpetually stylish. This approach to linen styling transforms everyday utility into a refined ritual. The thoughtful organization and elegant presentation elevate the most functional spaces, reflecting the belief that beauty belongs in every corner of the home, even where it's least expected. A sun-filled garden room filled with floral chintz and wicker furniture becomes a haven of softness and charm. Ralph Lauren's delicate florals, layered across cushions, curtains, and even upholstery, bring the feeling of a classic English conservatory into an American home. Soft greens, faded reds, and pale blues create a romantic, airy retreat. As brass lanterns glow in the corners and plants spill from terracotta pots, the room feels like an extension of nature itself. This is where the garden meets the home, where style embraces serenity, and where timeless floral patterns remind us of simpler, slower days, something cherished by every generation. A guest room infused with desert tones, woven Navajo patterns, and denim textures celebrates the spirit of the American West. The room reflects Ralph Lauren's frontier roots, where freedom and tradition meet through layered textiles and rustic materials. A leather-strapped trunk at the foot of the bed completes the Western narrative. This guest retreat offers more than rest, it's an experience. The thoughtful blend of warm earth colors and handcrafted details welcomes visitors with both comfort and authenticity. It's a room that honors heritage and tells a uniquely American story through design. Velvet sofas in rich jewel tones, dark floral curtains, and equestrian artwork transform a formal living room into a space of stately charm. This interior draws from English manor houses and infuses them with Ralph Lauren's American sensibilities, elegant, layered, and lived in. Deep mahogany furniture and vintage brass accents complete the picture of timeless refinement. Each design element works in harmony to create a room that feels both grounded and gracious. Whether you're entertaining guests or enjoying a quiet evening by the fireplace, this living room wraps you in tradition. It's a masterclass in how to blend heritage elegance with designer-level comfort. During the holiday season, tartan plaid becomes more than a pattern, it becomes the heart of celebration. Plaid pillows, throws, and ribbons bring warmth and nostalgia into the living room, echoing Ralph Lauren's iconic wintertime styling. Burgundy, forest green, and navy hues take center stage, enveloping the home in classic holiday spirit. These touches, while festive, never feel fleeting. Layered thoughtfully into everyday decor, they bridge the gap between celebration and tradition. The result is a holiday home that feels richly American and enduringly elegant, just as Ralph Lauren himself would envision. A small corner of the home transformed into a bourbon bar with vintage crystal decanters and dark wood cabinetry feels both intimate and refined. Ralph Lauren's influence shines through in the mix of polished masculinity and elegant restraint. A few leather-bound cocktail books and antique glassware create an inviting atmosphere of quiet sophistication. This understated luxury speaks to the art of entertaining with intention. Whether hosting friends or savoring a nightcap alone, the bourbon bar becomes a symbol of ritual and refinement, proof that style is in the details, even in the smallest spaces. A classic front porch with white rocking chairs, faded American flags, and cozy quilted throws captures the essence of Ralph Lauren's Americana vision. This space invites rest, reflection, and conversation, blending patriotic pride with rustic simplicity. Natural wood tones and aged finishes create a soft, welcoming feel that's deeply nostalgic. As lanterns flicker in the evening breeze and flags gently wave, the porch becomes more than just an outdoor area. It becomes a front-row seat to American tradition. It's a place where memories are made, stories are told, and timeless design is always in season. In a home office wrapped in walnut wood paneling and illuminated by green banker's lamps, elegance meets productivity. The rich textures of leather-bound books and polished brass accents recall the study of a grand estate, all while maintaining Ralph Lauren's iconic blend of sophistication and comfort. It's a space that feels both smart and soulful. Every surface and fixture is carefully chosen to inspire focus and calm. Whether used for reading, journaling, or thoughtful work, this office is more than functional, it's aspirational. A room that honors the power of design to uplift both space and spirit. A beautifully layered bed featuring tartan, ticking stripes, and floral prints reflects the richness and comfort of Ralph Lauren's iconic bedroom styling. The mix of patterns is intentional, creating depth without chaos, each layer telling a story of heritage, craftsmanship, and personal taste. A tufted bench at the foot of the bed or an embroidered pillow adds that final, refined touch. As textures mingle, cotton sheets, wool throws, and linen shams, the room becomes a retreat that invites rest and admiration in equal measure. It's a sanctuary where classic American textiles come together in harmony, proving that true comfort lies in the details. A formal dining room adorned with tall wainscoting and a crystal chandelier instantly feels grand yet intimate. The walls, painted in deep colonial tones, give the space weight and presence. Ralph Lauren's influence comes through in the layering of antique dishware, brass candle holders, and richly upholstered dining chairs. When the chandelier flickers above a polished wood table set with fine linens, dinner becomes an occasion. This space encourages lingering over meals, celebrating traditions, and savoring the elegance of a room where every detail was curated with timeless grace in mind. In a rustic kitchen where function meets form, a wooden island crowned by a rack of hanging copper pots becomes a centerpiece of warmth. The aged finishes, time-worn patinas, and brushed brass accents call to mind Ralph Lauren's farmhouse-inspired designs, practical yet effortlessly beautiful. This isn't just a place to prepare food, it's the beating heart of a heritage home. The kitchen exudes a sense of permanence and pride, where generations gather, recipes are passed down, and design enhances the rhythm of everyday life. console table arranged with vintage books, a Ralph Lauren Polo trophy, and a brass reading lamp creates an elegant moment of storytelling. These curated vignettes express personality and sophistication while tying into Ralph Lauren's equestrian and literary influences. It's the kind of styling that makes a hallway or entryway feel both artful and intentional. By blending the intellectual with the ornamental, the table becomes a living display of heritage. Each object is chosen with care, speaking to a life well lived, a quiet corner that leaves a lasting impression. A hallway styled with woven baskets, aged brass photo frames, and vintage Americana textiles delivers timeless charm in motion. The textures are earthy yet refined, offering practical storage with an elevated aesthetic. Ralph Lauren's presence is felt in the harmony of utility and elegance, making even transitional spaces deeply inviting. As the hallway guides movement through the home, it also connects each room with a shared design language. The layered accents unify the space, proving that thoughtful styling can transform overlooked areas into expressions of home, history, and heart. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Ralph Lauren's timeless world of American elegance. I hope these 30 decor ideas have sparked your imagination and inspired you to bring a touch of that classic style into your own space. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Timeless Decors, and let me know in the comments which idea you loved most. Don't forget to share this video with a fellow decor lover, you might just make their day. Until next time, keep creating beautiful spaces that feel like home.